Hello there. How's it going, buddy?
I'm tired.
It's been a little while. Tech update. I have no idea what number this is. It's been a solid week and a half, 2 weeks since we've done this because we were out on the road and we had to get to come back and rebuild the studio.
Which
and everything.
We didn't really do because everything here is a disaster.
Rather than say everything's still a complete mess. Yeah. But Tech update is back, and of course we should be resuming everything. I think next week. I think the plan is you're gonna have we're gonna start your thing next week, right? Is that the deal?
I don't know.
I think.
I haven't gotten the full approval yet.
Okay.
We'll see.
For people that are looking forward to getting lots of numbers and specs,
letters,
then you're going to be all about this. He's going to have time to bore the living crap out of you. And then we got everything next week is going to be good. Trust me.
Should be fun.
The production people are going crazy.
We're spending a little more time on our videos.
You've already had a little taste of it so far, but the production people here have gone out of their minds with what's coming up. So it's gonna be very cool. Yeah. So we got a bunch of tech news. In fact, we were both talking earlier that we have so much to cover that it's literally impossible to talk about everything we want to.
So we keep it quick.
So so we're gonna try to touch on the important stuff. And remember, you can always send your news tips to us. I like it when people send me news tips.
Me too. I love it.
Yeah. My email, of course, is bauer@com.pewter.tv. Yours is
Albert@com.pewter.tv.
There you go, Albert@com.pewter.tv. So let's go ahead and jump right into the news, shall we? As we return to the airwaves, I'm very happy to be back, by the way.
I am too.
I'm thrilled.
The road was fun, but it was,
Yeah, I'm just glad to be back doing Tech Update. People were very upset that Tech Update hasn't been on for a little while.
3 weeks now.
Yeah,
awesome.
Every day Randy would forward me a message from somebody complaining, and I'm just like,
I got a couple hundred in my inbox.
I didn't realize people cared. So let's do this. First of all, everyone knows the old EPC, right? The thing that pretty much started the entire netbook craze. They've announced that in October they're going to be shipping EPCs with the Moblin operating system, which is the Intel netbook-centric operating system that's not Windows.
Right.
And if you've ever used Moblin, it's very cool. It's very slick.
Simple.
Maybe too simple.
Yeah.
But they're going to be shipping netbooks with Moblin, and then they're saying that in the not-too-distant future, Chrome OS, they're going to be transitioning that to the Chrome operating system, which keeps getting more and more interesting by the day. Every time I read about it, I'm starting to think about it. I'm starting to realize that over the past year, without me even really realizing it, the way I'm using this stuff has changed completely, right?
Yeah,
like now I don't really listen to the music that I have stored on my computer anymore. I listen to the music that's on Pandora or something like that. And I don't really use Microsoft Office and Microsoft Word anymore. I use Google Docs, and I'm like, and I was thinking about it. I'm looking at this Chrome OS and how it's going to have 3D abilities and have offline abilities and all this stuff. I'm like, man, this might really be a big deal.
The only thing is its weak point is that it needs the ubiquitous internet everywhere,
which isn't very far away.
Which is not far away. We have WiMAX, we have 4G, we have LTE coming out, and they're coming out all over everywhere. So
could be a game changer. Because I was thinking about it yesterday. I'm like, man, I haven't used Microsoft Word in months. And I just use I'm always using Google Docs now.
It's with you everywhere you go. You don't have to actually store it anywhere.
No.
And then the fact now that they have the hardware accelerated programs that work in the browser.
Launches a lot faster.
Launches faster, and then you can play games from the browser that are played, on a farm somewhere else. It's all cloud computing.
Google's got some tricks up their sleeve, I'm telling you.
Check it out. This is the Ramsan 6200. This is 100 terabytes worth of SSDs. Take a look at this. I'm going to read you some of the specs here real quick, but it's 140U rack configuration designed to sustain 5 million IOPS with 60 gigabytes per second of throughput. Takes a 40U rack, and this is what it looks like.
What does any of that mean? Oh, that's all. It's that big?
Look, it keeps going down. It's like this a never-ending 40U rack.
How many terabytes?
100 terabytes. 100 terabytes? SSD storage, though.
How much does that cost? $500?
$4 million.
Oh. I was expecting it to be a little less than $4 million. That seems like a lot of cash, bro.
It takes 6 kilowatts of power to run it, which is not really that bad at 6,000 watts. $4.4 million designed for research labs, oil and gas exploration, telecommunication providers, large video rendering facilities, and government installations.
All right. Well, I noticed you complaining yesterday about Twitter being out, right? Everyone's upset because they couldn't tweet. There was very little tweeting happening yesterday, and even today. It's
still a little slow.
It's still having some trouble. In fact, Twitter, Facebook, LiveJournal, Google Blogger, YouTube, all of them affected by what was essentially a denial of service attack from somebody. The thing is, today, they're starting to realize that this attack wasn't really so much targeted at Twitter or Facebook or YouTube. They were targeting a guy. They were like, this guy, a Georgian blogger,
Georgian blogger,
going by the name of Cyxymu.
Yeah, his name is retarded.
Cyxymu. Apparently, he is a Georgian blogger, and I guess he has been writing things that people aren't necessarily happy with.
Yeah.
And so what they decided to do was not only attack his LiveJournal account and knock it out, but also attack all of the websites that he uses. So they're like just trying to ruin this guy's day. They're like, hey, this guy really likes Facebook. We're going to try to take it down. And they partially succeeded.
They did succeed. Twitter was down for sure.
And Twitter's still having problems today.
Twitter was useless yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't work. Facebook, you would comment on something and it would say
try to look
error,
at try to look at a picture on Facebook yesterday.
Yeah,
Good luck.
Horrible.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, when you first hear this, you think it's somebody that's trying to attack Facebook or whatever. It's not just somebody trying to ruin some dude's day.
Oh, I was questioning, like, is this the Iranians or the North Koreans?
Right.
No,
neither.
Neither.
It's just.
You know what's but it's wrong though. The fact that they're against this one person and they took down part of the internet, but in reality they're blocking like the Iranians who were trying to blog about what's happening over there. That they like screwed them over royally. That wasn't that cool. I didn't really like that.
I have to get all serious on me. I was talking about
BFG
Twitter.
just announced the GeForce GTX 295. This is the H2OC Extreme. It's a water-cooled PCI Express 2.0 GTX 295 powered by Coolit. So Coolit, we saw them at CES. They make all these like custom OEM water cooling systems.
Right.
And basically they just set it up right out of the factory. You don't have to do anything. It never needs to be opened. It's fully automatic.
Never have to change the fluid.
Never have to change the fluid. It never evaporates. You don't have to do absolutely anything. You literally just
what if you want
bolt it in and go.
All right. So what if you want more than one of those, right? Like, so if you want like two of these, can I see it has this big like fan that has to go on the exterior of the case there, the radiator.
A 1x120 radiator. In most cases, usually have 3 or 4.
So there's room to put them in different places if need be.
Different places, right?
All right. I found this the other day. My iTunes library is a mess, right?
Oh,
and it's if I wanted to browse by genre, everything's just a sloppy mess. And there's thousands of songs, and the whole idea of trying to go manually through that and fix that makes my ADD alarms go crazy, right? Like there's no way.
I'm trying to 8-year-old to do that for me.
Yeah, there is. I found this. Like this isn't really news, but the Lifehacker had this, and it's an awesome application. If you haven't tried it, you have to. It's called Tidy Songs. Works on basically all applications. It's an Adobe Air application, so it's cross-platform. And what it does, it will go through your entire iTunes library, and it makes it extraordinarily easy to fix all of your mistagged songs, remake titles, clean everything up, fix the genres, do all of that. And it does it like all automatically for you.
I absolutely need that.
Yeah, and it's I think a lot of people need it. It's called Tidy Songs. And then there was also this came out yesterday. This, my friend, is the Microsoft Windows 7 upgrade chart that everybody is freaking out about because it looks so scary and complicated, right?
Why do they make it so complicated?
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, because there it is. You can see it on the screen there. That is the upgrade chart to upgrade Windows to any previous version of Windows to Windows 7. Where you see green is where you can do an upgrade without having to basically wipe and reinstall. Where you see blue is where you have to wipe and reinstall your system in order to add Windows 7 to your computer. And I'm trying. First of all, this would be 100 times simpler if they would just quit it with the separate 32 and 64-bit versions and figure out a way to roll them into one, right?
Right.
Like, then you do that and you automatically cut this graph in half, right? It automatically looks way less crazy. But Like they seem like, why would they even put this chart out?
I don't know, man.
Because the whole thing with Windows 7, and Windows 7 is a better operating system. It's easier to use. It's simpler. Everything's going to work better. But then you look at this chart and you go, I'm not even dealing with it.
I don't think I'm going to try it.
But when you look at it though, it's not really that complicated, right? Like if you have Windows Vista Home Premium and it's 32-bit, you can upgrade to Windows 7 Home Premium, 32-bit, no problem, right? And if you have Windows Vista Business, 32-bit, and you want to upgrade to Windows 7 Professional, which is basically business, 32-bit, it's a fine upgrade. If you want to upgrade from Windows 7 Premium to Ultimate, or Windows Vista Premium to Windows 7 Ultimate, then you're going to have to wipe. But if you have the same color box, then you're basically okay. Why don't they just do that? Like, make a chart that says, if your box is green, if you bought a green box before, and you're buying a green box now, you're good. Like, why does it have to be so complicated?
Honestly, I wish they just had one operating system.
Seriously.
I'll give it to
This is so unnecessary.
OS 10 is OS 10 is OS 10.
Yeah.
There's not more than one version. That's fantastic.
This is so unnecessary. All of this is so unnecessary.
Ultimate.
Just make it Windows 7.
Make them all Ultimate, yeah.
Everyone has Windows 7. And that's it. And there's no complications. But that's your chart right there. That's how you figure it out. The entire internet is having a good time with I want to find. We're going to make our own charts.
Right.
That are wildly complicated.
Couple quick component announcements from Intel. First of all, the Xenon L5530, which is a low voltage Xenon.
Been looking forward to this one.
The nasty one, the W5590, which is a 6-core, 3.33 gigahertz chip. Has a.
Yep. I ripped the last link off my paper chain yesterday in celebration. I've had it strung around my room waiting, and every day it went by, I ripped one off, waiting for the, what's it called?
The W55.
The W50, yeah, to come out. And I got every day I've been ripping off those paper slips, and today, nothing left.
These are dual socket boards. So you have 6 cores, and you have 6 cores, and they each have hyper-threading, so that it's 12 and 12 together is 24 threads.
Good math.
So multi-thread applications do good. And also check out, Kingston released their first DDR3 clock at 2133 megahertz for only 1.65 volts.
Wow.
Right before Core i5 and the P55 launch, which has been big so far. We've just got the P55 boards. I have them in my
Look on the left there. That girl on the left's kind of hot. Scroll up a little bit. Scroll up a little bit. Scroll up. Just scroll up some. No, seriously, scroll up. Whoa, that's what she used to look like?
That's what she used to look like.
And then she lost that much weight?
Have you seen this ad before?
No, I've never seen this ad. She's kind of cute.
It's impossible.
She went from being disgusting to hot.
Yeah, but it can't be real.
But, you know, looking at it, it looks like the same face. That's a fat version of that face.
There's a video of some dude slimming down a chick in Photoshop that's incredible, and it's...
Do you think that's real? They don't lie in advertisements.
No.
That girl's hot, though.
So talking about memory real quick, let me just get this out there for the people that want to hear.
Sorry to talk about hot girls. Let's talk about memory.
Check it out.
My bad, dude.
You're married, dude.
So what doesn't mean I'm no longer a man, sir. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, see it.
It does.
All the guys, the married guys, like, yeah, it does, dude.
This is some dude. His name is D-Doll on Extreme Systems. Got his Corsair GT. Let's see if I can find the picture here. He put liquid nitrogen in it, basically. Got it to 2,666 megahertz on his...
In his house, right? This is just like a dude doing this on his own? This isn't like an engineer or something?
No, not at all. I mean, actually, to be honest, I don't know.
You don't know, okay. Looks like somebody's house.
He got a 2,544 megahertz world record on Cas7 latencies. With his latencies at
no idea what that means.
722. Those are the timings of the memory.
Okay, all right.
It tells the memory how long to wait before it.
Right.
Gives it a little bit of extra time. He got world record at 2544 megahertz, and he got a maximum megahertz memory of 2,666 megahertz, 2.6 gigahertz on DDR3.
I bet that guy is way more interested in the memory than the chicks.
Most definitely.
Guarantee you.
Most definitely.
This is awesome, 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 awesome. Touchable holography. All right? Touchable holography. All right? Now, this is like Star Trek stuff, man. Holodeck Star Trek stuff. All right, so we know that they've come up with technology to allow you to see 3 dimensions without glasses, okay? With convex lenses and all that stuff, all right? Now, these crazy bastards have come up with basically they've combined the glasses-less 3D with
the ultrasonic tactile display.
Ultrasonic tactile display, all right? Basically, they have a bunch of little air jets, right? But these little air jets, they're able to focus on certain points, right? So if you hold it down low, you're not going to feel it. If you hold it up high, you are. See, look at that.
Yeah.
See that? See, when you push it down low, it's like there's nothing there. And you pull it back up where it's being focused, and then you can see the paper moving, all right? So they combine that with the holography, all right? And take a look at this. Switch back to my camera here. Now you're able to, like, see that ball that's bouncing around? You can feel that ball, man. Like when a virtual ball or virtual water drops ball on your hand, like, you feel it touching you. That is going to be huge in the adult industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guarantee you that this is going to be absolutely huge in the adult webcam marketplace.
Do you remember like 6 months ago when that tactile display came out for the first time and they said they were trying to increase the resolution of it to make it feel more precise? And that was around the time that we had gone to CES and we had seen all this 3D stuff. And I told you, I said it on Tech Update, I said, when they combine those two technologies, and then later on I mentioned that, remember that thing you thought was stupid was the walkway that walks in front of you and keeps following you?
That thing's stupid.
And then that combined with super HD 3D projectors, that's a holodeck.
Holodeck.
It's a holodeck.
It's here. Almost. Almost.
Do you want to talk about this?
You know,
Ustream?
yeah, like they, our friends at Ustream, they've had an application for viewing Ustream content for a long time
as well.
And you're right, but they haven't had one for broadcasting. And one of the problems is that Apple won't allow live video streaming from their phones. Because it would destroy AT&T.
Right.
So Ustream came up kind of with a compromise application. Their marketing for it's a little weird.
They marketed it?
Well, no. I mean, like they're positioning it as live to recorded live streaming.
Yeah.
Like they're basically, it's like, isn't everything, like if you're taping anything, isn't it the same thing? But basically now you can tape clips on your phone, upload them to Ustream, and all your friends that are Ustream viewers can watch those clips from you. Not necessarily in real time, but it's better than nothing.
I have a question. Can we still use the jailbroken Ustream app to broadcast live?
Yeah, the jailbroken app still works. Absolutely.
Stick it to the man.
Yeah, so you can still just jailbreak your phone. I started playing with this. I was able to read about it, and I was trying desperately to like use a proxy to like use this, but I can't. Spotify. Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay. Spotify is a music service, all right, that is it's basically a virtual jukebox where you can have access to just about every piece of music that you can imagine. You can stream it to your desktop. You can create playlists, share the playlists with your friends.
I did hear about this with the iPhone app for it.
Yeah, you can share the playlist with your friends. It's all perfectly legal. It's very easy to use. And the only problem is it's only in the UK or in Europe, certain European countries is where they've gotten the licensing for this. They haven't been able to secure the licensing for the United States yet. They're working on it. But if you are one of our European viewers, I know there's a few of you, you might want to check this out. Spotify, I mean, literally you can have your friends like all make a playlist together. So you can be like, you know, you and your friends, like if you're getting together and, you know, you're having a party, having some, you know, orange juice and playing some cards or whatever, like you can you can be like, hey, pick some music, and everybody can throw some songs in the playlist, and you get there, you hit play, your playlist plays from wherever you are.
That's awesome, dude.
And it also caches music to your hard drive. It streams, it's only streaming, but it will cache a certain amount of music to your hard drive so you can listen to it offline as well.
We need to get a proxy working.
Yeah, and I tried a couple proxies, and it's free, or you can purchase a premium pass that gets rid of advertisements and allows you to get a higher quality stream and all that stuff. But it's pretty rad, and hopefully we'll see it here in the United States not long from now. But for everybody that's not in the United States, Spotify, go check it out. It's very cool.
Check out the. This is pretty cool.
This thing's nice.
Zi8.
I want to get my hands on one. I would assume we'll be having one. We'll be able to play with one soon enough.
Very shortly, I'm hoping, and the longer they take, the more upset I'm going to be. So
yeah.
Let's go talk to the Kodak guy. image stabilization brought to the table, because you know that the video on these things is always so jumpy. I mean, it's like, I mean, it's horrible. And so it's going to bring in that, and it's 1080p as well. Plus, it gives you the HDMI and the SD card slot, and it's got an internal lithium-ion battery.
Microphone port as well.
Microphone port. Oh, dude, that's incredible. When you go to a concert,
yeah.
if you can actually get the right type of microphone, you can record the sound instead of getting that like horrible sound.
Looks like a nice little piece of kit.
Definitely, definitely, very cool. I want to see that.
Quick website that you might want to check out if you need to kill some time for the day. CrappyTaxidermy.com. All right. Have you seen this?
No.
Have you been to CrappyTaxidermy.com?
I haven't.
CrappyTaxidermy.com is a website that is dedicated to
The poorest of.
to crappy taxidermy.
Wow.
And it is basically like all of the worst creations that taxidermists have ever come up with. And it's the most bizarre thing you've ever seen in your life. It's everything from stuff that's really creepy to stuff that's just, like, look at this. That's supposed to be a horse.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a horse. Like, you know, they have pictures of this stuff. What is, dude? I don't know. Some of it's art installation as well, but a lot of it is just really bad. Oh, that's even creepier. But a lot of it's just really bad taxidermy, and it's just like I was looking at this for probably a good 45 minutes earlier. I went through the entire archive because it's hilarious. It's just really funny. CrappyTaxidermy.com.
Have you seen HereIFixIt.com?
One of my favorite websites ever.
Just like the most ridiculous. HereIFixIt.com is one of the shining examples of human ingenuity. Like, it is amazing the stuff that people come up with. Some incredible ingenuity.
Like, there is
nothing reliable.
Never in my life do I think I'll actually have the opportunity in real life to see an old Cutlass with a generator strapped to the rear trunk and a space air conditioner sticking out of the side. Like
Fantastic.
It's just
stuff.
awesome. Well, you might see it in Miami.
You definitely check it out. How many more stories do you have?
Just a few, just a handful. Handful.
Go. Let me do one then.
All right.
Tom's Hardware is lucky, man. They had so much fun doing this. They got, I think, what was it, 16 Intel X25E SSDs.
Luckies.
Mind you, that's like, I don't know, like $10,000 in SSDs. They got 2 Adaptec 5805 PCI Express RAID cards.
Right.
And so what these guys did is that they got 2 cards, right? And they put 8 drives in RAID 0 on each card in a hardware RAID.
Very excited.
They put 2 of those cards in one computer, and in turn made a software RAID of that.
That is just exciting.
Literally the fastest ever in a commercial desktop PC RAID array ever made. They got 2.23 gigabytes per second of sequential read speeds, and because it's an extreme and it's single layer cell flash memory, they actually got 2.23 gigabytes per second of write speeds as well.
Wow.
Okay, that makes looking at porn
Speechless.
like,
yeah.
Okay,
Speechless.
Everything is fast on that.
I like how you tried to relate that to me in some way. It still doesn't
I'm trying
work.
to figure out a way to like get through to you.
It doesn't work.
No.
32 flash drives, don't care.
No.
Apple is working on technology to make sure that you can never scam out on breaking your own device ever again.
About what?
All right. You know how, all right, you're out running around, right? You're out, your iPhones or iPods in a case. It hits the ground for some reason. You pick it up and you look at it, and there's no physical marks on it, nothing that really shows you broke it, but it's broken, right? So what's the first thing you do? I'm going to make a warranty claim, right? You're like, I don't know what happened. It just stopped working. They are developing technology right now. Now, basically, right now they have the little stickers in there, right? And if it gets wet, that's about the only thing that can tell. Is if it gets wet, or basically if something's wet or if something's like physically broken. Those are about the only ways they can tell if it's your own fault. They're working on technology where the phone is going to be constantly monitoring itself and all of the pieces, right? And keeping a log of the data. So it's going to use the accelerometer. So if it has a hard impact, it logs that in a chip on the phone. If it comes in contact with some water or more electricity than it would normally, it logs it. It logs the temperature. It logs everything. So when you go to the employee and you go, I don't know what happened, they can pull it out and go, why was this phone 400 degrees at 3 p.m. yesterday? And then you have to somehow explain that you left it in your trunk or in the engine compartment of your car. So the other thing, but what's cool about it, it's not only there though to bust people. The technology is also going to be able to sense when damaging events are occurring in the device and automatically shut down certain parts of the device in order to try to save it from being ruined.
That's genius.
Right.
So the battery disconnects.
Exactly. So like because electronics can usually get wet as long as they're not turned on while wet. So this will be able to detect that, shut the components off, and possibly save the device. But we're working on that technology. And there's also this here. I just have a couple gadgets I want to show really quick.
Automatic party mount.
Yeah, Sony came out with a camera mount. It's kind of like the Gigapan thing, right? But it's automatic. It works with the camera itself, and it automatically. So you put it in like the middle of a room, and it'll automatically take pictures of people. It has face detection, and it can pan up and down and left and right. So it'll sit there and it'll snap photos of your party all day, and then you'll have 100 pictures, all from the exact same spot.
You can move it around a little bit.
Yeah, I guess.
Just to know, not available in the U.S., by the way.
Why not?
It's only in Japan.
Why?
Because that's what happens.
What makes them so much better than us? That would be cool.
Squinty eyes.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
IDTech 5. What?
What? No, I'm sorry. I just want to show a couple things. Well, you saw this already. The Neuhaus, I don't know how you pronounce that. T2 amplifier.
Neuhaus.
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 T2.
It's very German. They make awesome stuff.
This thing is sick, right? I mean, I know I don't need it.
No, you don't. No, there's not a single person on the planet that needs this.
God damn it, do I want it?
Not a single person on the planet needs that.
It's only $800. Okay, this is what this thing does. It takes your super uber high quality uncompressed audio, like your AACs or your really high bitrate MP3s, takes the digital stream via USB, and then has built-in digital to analog converter inside the box with vacuum tubes to run all of this stuff.
Everyone loves tubes.
Tubes rock. It looks incredible, and then on top of that, you just you output your incredible audio to your audio is obviously going to sound incredible. It's not gonna, and then if you can bring it in with a record that connects via USB to your computer, I mean you can have some pretty impressive audio. I mean we've been going downhill in the quality the past few years. CDs and then MP3s and like it's just nosedive.
Well, it's funny, because people that have grown up with MP3s don't even know. You know what I mean?
But really, the records sound incredible.
Right, people that have grown up with MP3s have no idea that music actually can sound like a lot better.
Right.
There's none of that sense. Like serious audiophiles, like what they're always going for is to have it sound like the instruments are in the room with you. And you can hear where they are, where they're coming from, and it sounds like they're right there. Like that's what they're going for. That's when some idiot spends $50,000 on a pair of speakers, that's why he's doing it because that's what he's going for. And and people that listen to MP3s like all their lives, I sound like an old man right now, but they don't know.
I agree.
Like they have no idea. You don't know what you're missing when you step out of that realm and you go back and you listen to just a straight analog recording of something Did
you see those $2 million speakers that came out yesterday?
Bought a pair.
$2 million.
I bought a pair.
You did?
Yeah. They look awesome in my house, by the way.
They're huge.
And I got one more thing. This is what illustrates that human beings are reaching a certain apex in technology.
Flapjacks.
The Chef Stack. This is an automatic pancake making machine, and it's out there right now, $3,500, and it'll make pancakes 200 an hour.
That's dope.
200 pancakes an hour for $3,500. That's all I got.
I got one more thing, and then I got a video.
All right.
Bad news for a lot of people. This is a new drug detecting device that police officers are going to start using in the UK first and in Europe, and then eventually within a year to two, they're going to be coming to the United States, made by Philips.
Okay.
Those bastards that make the Norelco shavers and shit.
Right.
This is a portable drug detector, and literally what they can do is that even if you aren't found with drugs on your persona, they can swab your mouth, they can stick it in the machine, and it'll tell them marijuana, alcohol, methamphetamines, whatever your pack poison is.
Get these scumbags off the street.
That is not right.
Get them off the street. All right. You got anything else?
I got one more video to let everybody go with.
Oh yeah, this is good.
IVG.
This is good.
Good stuff.
Although I guess the question is it real or not?
I think it is.
It is. This is a water slide. This is a slip and slide. An extreme slip and slide.
An extreme landing.
Whoa! Boom!
Right into the pool. Nailed it.
They're all saying fake. Probably.
I don't think. The sound is what sounds fake. It sounds too good.
But here's the thing. My argument is that, dudes do this kind of crap on motorcycles. Like, they do motorcycle jumps all the time. And they put it right where they want to put it. Just about every single time. Almost. But it's not like it's not possible to figure this out. Figure out where you want to put the thing. But
I wouldn't want to be the one to test it the first time.
Neither would I. It would hurt.
Miss,
It would
you're
hurt if
done.
you missed that pool.
Yeah, you missed
all right,
it.
that's it. We are going to have all of this for you next week as well.
Yeah.
We're back
We're back.
officially. So we'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in, and Godspeed.
Later.